Notice anything strange in this clip? If not, you probably have no idea how many cheaters you're actually playing. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and although it appears I'm still shadow banned, I'm not going to give up the fight calling out every last dirty cheater in this game. As many of you well know by now, I used to use a Cronus Zen and code scripts for a completely different game and sell them. I was young, I was stupid, and I had the knowledge to do it, so I did it. Regrettable decision? Sure, but it was one I made, and in the end, it was for a single player game, so was it really hurting anyone? I'll leave that up to you to decide, and just know I do not do that anymore. However, there are people who cheat with no remorse in just about every game. In fact, there's probably a ton more that you don't even suspect of cheating, but that's only because you lack the knowledge on how these scripts really work. So let me give you a quick rundown on just how easy it is and how to spot them. This is Zen Studio, and that device you see in the middle is a picture of a Cronus Zen. Now I'm gonna plug mine in and ignore this warning about it being out of date, blah blah. So let me show you just how simple it is to get a whole bunch of cheats in seconds. You open Zen Studio, you plug in your device, you go over to the library, you search for whatever game you're looking for, and bam. We see here that XDefiant has 2 results. These are completely third party and free. There are others that are like the official scripts that the makers of the Cronus themselves actually make, but to show you those, I'd have to update the firmware, and I just don't feel like doing that. Plus, these third party ones are usually the ones most people go for anyway. So now to get this script, all you have to do is click the little download button here, and boom, here's the entire script. Then to get it from here to your device, all you have to do is save this, go to the programmer tab, and drag and drop it into one of the empty slots, and that's it. Takes all of about a minute. Again, I can't show you that process because I would have to update the firmware, and I can't be bothered with it. Now, the setup once you get it on the device may take a little bit longer than that depending on how in-depth the script is, which this one looks pretty in-depth. There's auto slide canceling, anti-recoil, and probably a bunch more. Anything you can do on your controller, a script can be made to do it automatically at the press of a button. Anything that's in the game as a feature like aim assist can be abused with a script. In a game like XDefiant, anti-recoil and jump spamming are 2 of the biggest mods people go for. So let's flash back to that clip you saw in the intro, and now knowing what we're going to be talking about, let's watch it again and see if you notice anything suspicious. Did you see it this time? Did you catch how fast he emoted to the kill after he died? Let's slow it down, play it back, and see just how fast that was. 0.4 of a second, or more accurately, 400 milliseconds. The average reaction time for gamers, according to studies under numerous tap tests, is 488 milliseconds, meaning the time it takes for them to see something cueing them to press a button on screen and actually pressing that button is 488 milliseconds. Now, that's just an average, so either this guy is well above average or something else is going on here. But let's go ahead and take a look at another clip from that same ranked game. Kinda weird, huh? Let's slow it down and play it back and see just how fast this guy emotes. Just over 300 milliseconds. So now I'm either playing F1 drivers who decided they wanted to play ranked XDefiant tonight, or again, something else is going on here. You may have also noticed that one of my teammates reacted just as fast. This happened numerous times throughout that game, and it got me to thinking, what is actually happening? Now, that clip alone probably doesn't mean a whole lot to most of you watching right now if you don't know how an auto jump script or a spam jump script works. So let me kind of explain. You can set this up to work a few different ways, but most people have it set up to basically press or spam the A button anytime their right trigger is pulled, which means anytime they shoot at you, they'll auto jump without having to press the A button themselves. So it looks like what's happening here is on these 2 kills is they're mid gunfight and firing, so when the next screen pops up to emote to the kill, they haven't processed that they died yet, and they're still holding their right trigger down. Thus, the script is still pressing the A button, causing them to emote without actually meaning to do it. If this is happening at this speed on several of their kills, which it was, it's a dead giveaway that they're using a Cronus with jump scripts. And if they're using jump scripts on their Cronus, what else do they have? Another way to catch people doing this is to have them go to the main menu, and this will only work if they have a camera or hand cam on stream. Have them show you their hands on the controller on camera, and then have them press the right trigger and the left trigger down at the same time. If they have jump scripts, it'll probably select the option that they're on. But now let's talk about aim assist and anti-recoil scripts. Anti-recoil scripts are set up pretty much the same way, except instead of pressing the A button when the trigger is pulled, the script tells it to move the right stick down and left or right in a preset direction and percentage to negate the recoil of certain weapons and whatever attachments they have on that weapon. Aim assist scripts work as a rotational aim assist. Depending on how strong the aim assist is on their script, sometimes when they ADS and try to hold an angle, you can see their camera look like it's starting to shake. But what it's actually doing is just rotating the right stick in a circle super fast to activate that rotational aim assist. Most people who use scripts are smart enough to lower it enough so you don't notice it at all. So trying to catch someone with aim assist scripts can be tough. However, for anti-recoil, it's quite simple. Again, only works if they use a camera or hand cam on stream, and it helps if they have an automatic weapon, preferably not an LMG. You'll understand why in a second. Just have them hold the controller up to the camera again, hold LT and RT, empty their entire clip, and have them continue to hold both triggers down while the gun reloads. If they have anti-recoil scripts set up, you'll see their aim start to look down while they reload, almost like they have very bad stick drift. Obviously, people take measures to not be caught, and just asking them to do this can set a red flag off, and usually at the click of a button on their Cronus, which may or may not be in reach, can disable all scripts and you'd never know. Some also have a button combo on their controller that just disables all scripts right away. So will you look all tinfoil hat going into someone's stream and demanding that they do these actions on camera? Very much so. You're going to look crazy, and likely what will happen is they'll deny doing it for several minutes, if not the rest of the game that they're playing, while the rest of their chat roasts you for thinking everyone is cheating, basically gaslighting you, if gaslighting was actually a real thing. And then by the time they admit to doing it, they've already disabled the scripts temporarily to show you nothing happens. But when you do catch someone, boy is it the most hilarious thing ever to see half of their chat try to defend them and half of their chat try to turn on them. So yeah, there's a little tutorial on how the basic and most widely used scripts for most games, yes, most games. That library I showed you before, at the tap of a button, you can search for literally any game, and you probably have no idea how deep it actually goes. There's entire discords devoted to setting these up and even selling private scripts that claim to be even better. There might even be some games that you think, surely there's no scripts for it. But I challenge you to name a game in the comments that you don't think there would be any scripts for, and I can guarantee you that there is. There's scripts for Madden, there's scripts for any and every FPS game out there, there's auto green scripts for 2K, just anything you can think of, and then more. But anyway, now at least you have some knowledge to see when people are using a Cronus. Not everyone is blatantly cheating with wall hacks or aimbot and just flying around the map. Not to mention, they're very easily accessible. In fact, even your local GameStop sells these damn things. And the best part is, it's out of stock. Out of stock at GameStop, out of stock here, out of stock there. But lots of other places have them in stock. Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Etsy, you name it, they got it. Also, don't be naive and think that only nerds buy these things. Trust me when I say there are hundreds of thousands out there. Just on Amazon alone, there was over 4,000 bought just in the last month. Must be all those people getting ready for Black Ops 6. And just because someone buys one doesn't automatically make them good. I guess that's why it also comes with a choking hazard, because those little shits still choke in the tense moments. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next upload.